Sorry about that. All right. So, good evening to everyone. Hope you're doing well this fine evening if you're in my region. So, yeah. So, for tonight, thought of doing something different so that we can, well, for myself, I can get out of that, what do you call this, mindset of endlessly grinding for Black Desert. So, unfortunately, I haven't still figured out how to get a more what do you call this better stream. Even though I've already set it up before to 720p, I'm still getting that pixelated output for the stream. So I was able to also found out that since there's a lot of things that are actually happening inside the game, um, even if for higher hardware and at my current status as a free streamer for Twitch and YouTube, there's a limit to the bitrate that I can output. So yeah, I need to settle down for a much lower settings compared to, of course, the more known uh, streamers. And so for tonight, I decided to, but at least for the first half of the stream, discuss the recently held Calpheon ball. And of course, with that is included, of course, the information from the Calpheon ball itself, and of course, included newest class that's going to be released most likely tomorrow during the maintenance or after the maintenance of Black Desert SEA servers. So hold on, let me just drag there we go window onto the screen. Let me just double check this before we proceed with the discussion. There we go. Let's just give it more room view. This is the first time I'm going to do this, so there we go. There we go. Better. Yeah, that's actually already full screen on my my window, so hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, I prepared this in advance, but still, this is the first time I'm going to do this, so yeah, please do bear with me. So I've also I've been trying, or well, technically I've left out the review part whenever I do the free game nights that we usually have on Fridays now, because I really can focus on the game, and I really want to focus on the game. Of course, those games are free. I do want to show you guys how the gameplay goes as well, but yeah, I really want to enjoy the game for myself too. All right. So recently, um, uh, these two characters were discussed. So let's lower the volume for our game. Here we go. So the Woosa and Megu were actually announced around 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So as indicated here on the website, the first twin classes for the game. So fortunately, of course, they won't release it both at the same time. And I believe the Megu is actually going to be released for Black Desert Mobile first before or they leave it or they include it in the PC or console version, depending on, of course, what region you are in right now. And um, from the videos alone, you can see that the Woosa, yeah, the Woosa is the one on with the black um, dress, and the Mego is the one in the white dress or lighter colored dress. I really can't see the weapon of the Mego, but from the announcements, again, I'm already late to the party on this one. I do know that the Wusa class has that fan, and she has those little butterflies moving. I do believe we're going to see that for those information as well. Right. So first up, let's go to this next tab that I prepared in advance. So this is the Calpheon Ball recap. Let's try and zoom it in more closely so that it's going to be a lot easier. So again, the Calpheon Ball is usually held during um, specific times of the year. So the previous one, the first ball that we had this year was actually the Heidel Ball, wherein they announced a lot of information as well, updates and other information that the developers, of course, want to release or let us, the players, know that they would want to be informed about. So yeah, for this one, let's go with the Calpheon Ball recap. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch it. I was actually out with the family because this was during a weekend, and I don't have the luxury of that time anymore. Not comparing it to when I was single, of course. So yeah. So the Calpheon Bowl recap goes: there was the new class, of course, the Black Desert's first twin classes, the Wusa and the Megu. Yeah, that's what we saw earlier. New region to be released, of course, the Land of the Morning Light. um, EH and SEA crossplay. So I forgot what date specifically that was. I think I had quit during that time, but it happened. A content wherein the war. I'm not sure if it was a Node War or the Conquest War, wherein representative guilds from both Thailand server and SEA servers battled it out in a crossplay. Also, I think they're going to be releasing that. Releasing it, or maybe another specific or one-time event only. We're going to see later on. Crystal presets, exclusive UI, reduction of restrictions. So I'm not sure what they're talking about here. So yeah, Arena of Solaire season 2. Of course, a lot of people, a lot of players um, had mixed feedback with regards to Arena of Solaire during the first season. But from what I was hearing, of course, I was also watching my guild's chatter during that time. Even though we're not a warring guild, we do still, of course, participate from time to time. Well, my guildmates do from time to time with in-game in-game events such as this. So yeah, they kind of understand what that is. So life skill improvements, other improvements, of course, wizard model improvements, and of course, the 2023 New Year changes: combined silver wallet, pearl furniture crafting. Ooh, I didn't know that. And of course, new Shakatu seals. So there's actually pretty much a big lineup of information that was mentioned during the Calpheon Ball. So yeah, let's get right to it. So first up, with regards to the new class release. So again, the first class that's going to be released by tomorrow, hopefully, it's going to be the Wusa. So again, yeah, I'm correct that the Wusa is actually the character with the fan as a weapon, I think. And yeah, I've been watching a few of the um, trailer videos here, and as far as I can see, or as far as I saw, we can expect a few nice additions again with regards to how the Wusa. You're going to get confused there from time to time. The Wusa is going to change the battlefield. So scheduled date to be released is December 14, 2022 again. Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow for our region. And before we continue, let's just review this video, at least for the first 2 minutes, I think. Right, let's adjust this one. Here we go. Oh, let's try and...
This way, my lord.
Oh, let's zoom this in. I don't think we can zoom it in as much as we want to. Here we go. Let's try opening YouTube for this one.
This way, my lord. The path through these mountains didn't prove too troublesome, I hope.
Where's your leader? This is not what was discussed.
From the clothes of the character alone, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking this is a sort of a Chinese themed costume or attire.
Regretfully, the boss enjoys their secrecy. I've come to act on their behalf.
Then let us take a look at the item first.
Thank you for your understanding, my lord.
At long last. Huh?
Though, my lord, I thought I made it clear that you should come alone.
Ooh. Sort of used her butterflies then. Oh, actually, the Woosa is the bodyguard. Ooh. Nice.
Fan? A member of the Widow School here? Shoot her! Shoot her down! Your total arts are mere parlor tricks. Get her!
Postal arts. So let's check out that one. Postal arts. See if something comes up. Yeah, I think more of a Korean, based on Korean culture, I think. Wow, I think she has area effect skills. Ooh.
What are you doing here?
Oh my, that's no way to talk to your Unni. Bdosea contraband. That's what you're after? A black stone.
It's actually being
Object with incredibly high levels of
both
dough.
Woosa and Megu are being shown here.
Hands off, shadow filth!
Have to hand it to Perlibis. They always make these mini stories reflect how the game really looks, instead of just creating a set of
Still playing with that silly fan of yours?
effects or visuals that would not be shown during gameplay.
Not bad, my dear Dongsang.
Wow! Twin sisters, each representing a dough school. An amazing spectacle, equal in beauty and skill.
I'm thinking this is
After all.
Noichi.
Who do you think you are?
Me? Some days, a pretty maiden by the market. Other days, a gang's brilliant advisor. And on some days, a fox bearing 9 glorious tails.
Oh. Nine tails.
Gumiho.
Why are you here? Don't you have a gaping chest to go eat the heart out of?
Oh, you stole the words out of my mouth. I was on my way to such a feast when some foolish sisters delayed those plans. But it was entertaining to watch this exchange. Well, I'm off.
So looks like we're going to finish the this video after all.
Cunning fox, clever fox, what are you scheming? Our performance wasn't a free show.
The only good yogi is a dead one.
Oh, there it is. That special bond between twins. Then, shall we?
There's no special bond.
That's it. Close this for now. Where was it? There we go. Yeah. As we saw there, the main weapon that we're seeing right now is of course from the Woosa is of course the fans. And as shown here, Woosa is the younger of the Black Desert's twin classes, hailing from the land of the morning light. Their traditional I didn't read this earlier. Her traditional Korean outfit exemplifies this by mixing a traditional Korean outfit with a slight dash of modernity. Coloring of the outfit also expresses her personality as the dark colors radiate the calmness and strength of Woosa's personality. With that said, though, the garment itself is relatively soft and breezy, taking on the traditional materials used for hanbok. So yeah, if you're a fan of Korean films or Korean drama, you may already know what is being talked about here. You can zoom in. So anyway, let's see here a few of the skills, main skills of the Woosa. Yeah, I think that's an AoE spell. Try that again. Yeah, it is. It's like combined with the water element, so it's sort of a rain. And the last section or the last part of the skill is actually, or reminds me of the water barrier skill, the wizard class. Cloud Rise. Ooh. Nice. Go for the next one. Oh, it's another one. Ah, combination attacks. Nice. The next is Wing Beat. Ooh. That attack kind of reminds me of Temari from Naruto. Yeah, affects other enemies or monsters, possible monsters around her too. So next, Thunder Stroke or Cloud Carb. Ooh, that's a long range attack. Oh, I see. All right, like the skills illustrated above, Woosa can confront her enemies with various magic skills and can also use her abilities to create clouds, giving her great outplay potential. All right then. Yeah, those are actually the basic skills being presented here, which is of course what must have been discussed during the recap, the Calpheon Ball recap. So next, the Megu. Megu is the older twin sister of Woosa. If you're to say that the Woosa radiates strength and calmness, the Megu's Gumiho concept is the opposite. Her fascinating characteristics are exemplified in her overall outfit, which displays bright colors with sheer red accents. Yeah, of course, the artwork here being presented, of course, is um, relates to what is being shown, of course, in the videos. Megu uses Hoyengbu. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. For a fox spirit charm. Ah, I see. So charms are her main weapon. To use magical attacks that disrupt and mislead her opponents. So yeah, you can also view the dev commentary here, which is of course a um, longer video, which discusses mostly um, specific skills, abilities of both the Megu and the Wusa. You should check it out, of course. So next, with the addition of both these characters, of course, the region where they came from is going to be introduced. So the land of the morning light. Let's see and watch this one as well. So it's only 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
Stranger, are you curious why the merchants are just lazing about town instead of hiking their wares up the mountain toward the capital? Sangu, the Mountain King, greatest of all tigers, still roams Mount Tenek. Can't do much but stick with the pack if you value your life.
They seek a murderer. They believe this to be your doing. We must keep you out of sight.
I swear, I seen him with my own 2 eyes.
They say we've entered an era of peace, yet people suffer so.
Deep where only bandits dare tread, a nine-tailed fox lies in wait.
Yes, he'll be a tasty bite for Mistress Gooey's tonight.
So the enemy earlier being shown or was shown that the twin sisters were facing is actually the main antagonist of the story for this particular update.
Widow's ghost! Please don't eat me. I taste horrible.
My dearest. What has become of your handsome face? Shh, child. Before Sangun comes and takes you away.
Sheesh. Who the heck lives in a place like this?
Couldn't tell you.
Got this feeling of getting my mouth right up.
Ooh. Looks to be like the main boss for this region. Ghost monsters then.
I am Idoksu, warden of the Donghae province. I shall strike down the wicked tiger, Sangun, and restore peace once again to Donghae. Strike sentries with me!
Nice. All right. Looks like again they're going full stop for the content for this period. So the Land of the Morning Light was modeled after the Joseon Dynasty, the last dynastic kingdom of Korea. The setting of the Land of the Morning Light is based off various folk tales and legends passed down from ancient times to modern times. Ah. So hopefully they can go around our region as well. and probably get ideas for possible content, maybe. Hello, we're from the Philippines, Philippines. So yeah, as you can see here, screenshots, images of what the areas would look like specifically. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of what do you call that? God, I forgot the name. Velia. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Velia. Yet that it's I call this a beach town, but just of course from the design of the houses alone, it really shows you how different it is compared to this area. The location formerly known as Portrat has now been transformed into Nampo Harbor. Oh, so we're going to have updates specific to the Great Ocean patch. So if you're not familiar, Portrat is actually northwest of Port Epheria. You zoom out here and then go northwest. This is actually where you're going to find Portrat. So this is the area that's going to be used for this one. So I think I should have continued my Abyss 1 content for that one. Because I do believe Portrat was included in the sort of teleport areas. Let's see. The Land of the Morning Light splits off into its own story, giving a break from the main plot of the Ancient Relics and Ilezra, the White Witch. Oh, I see. Adventurers will find themselves swept up in the incident with Dosue, leading you to be under the watchful eye of Li Duxo, warden of the Donghae province. I see. Through this pursuit, you will stumble upon Albiol village, where the real adventure starts. Unlike the previous regions with linear stories, adventurers will be searching for information on their own, deciding where to explore based on those findings. So developers did listen to the comments. So if you're not familiar with the current content or the story progression in Black Desert, usually you just talk to the NPCs, being of course guided by the automatic path progressions. Then you talk to the NPCs. You can virtually skip through the dialogue, and then they're going to be telling you how to perform your quests through your quest journal. So with this update, looks like they're going to change that, and hopefully it would be good. Yeah, we're going to see that tomorrow. For example, adventurers will gather information from the town regarding a monster that eats people's livers and follow the information to discover who the Gumiho is. So Gumiho, from my personal knowledge, is the Korean term for the nine-tailed fox in Korean mythology. And how to solve that case. For this quest line, there will be 2 endings. Each ending you discover will be logged in your storybook. So that's going to be, maybe we're going to refer to other content creators for this one, so we can see which storylines they complete, and of course which storylines we get to choose for our accounts. So a few of the characters that we're going to find in this region would be striped sentries, specialized units that catch tigers. But from what I can see here, these 2 characters are actually tigers that are standing upright. Huajian farmers that cultivate the land after burning the forests. Followers of Yongam. Oh, hare and tortoise folk. So looks like these are the equivalent of the otters and forgot the name of those characters. The smaller characters that are the size of the otters but looks like cats. And Horang. Ooh. The narrative that these new races will follow will be based on Korean fairy tales and folklore. For our adventurers who already have heard of these tales, we hope these new races will feel like a welcome and familiar addition. Those who have no exposure to these tales whatsoever, we hope that these new races will serve to provide a fresh, never before experienced sense of mysticism and yeah, looks like the developers are indeed focusing, creating new ways on how to deliver the stories from Black Desert, and of course deviating from the official storyline, giving us this region along with the two new classes, and of course what they mentioned above as to be as um, different way getting your information from the NPCs, of course, and likely taking the dialogue seriously now instead of just skipping through them. The Land of the Morning Light, there are many bosses such as Gumiho, Tongakshi, Uoksini, the Bamboo Legion, and Changgui. Yeah, I think I didn't get any pronunciation correct there, aside from the Gumiho. These bosses, each with their own unique characteristics, will be the main content of the Land of the Morning Light. There will be no monster zone. Oh, but major content is designed around the boss rush idea. Ah, I see. These bosses can be taken down through solo play, but some monsters will also be created as guild bosses as well. We hope that the adventurers find the content to be enjoyable and fulfilling, and whether it's a solo or guild boss. So looks like so for this one, of course, let's zoom out a bit. Here we go. So this is the item that's going to be most likely the reward, beating the quest. So all AP +2. Oh, looks like a lot of the information or a lot of the stats is going to be provided. There is going to be really useful for everyone. Yeah, let's hope we can get this as well. The Land of the Morning Light, you best in slot crystals and the highest grade of gloves. Dance gloves will also be added to Black Desert. Nice. Land of the Morning Light is currently being developed with the goal of launching it in Korea in February 2023. I see. So, the area itself will not be released tomorrow, just the Woosa, and hopefully, yeah, from February 2023, we get to see the Land of the Morning Light in all its glory when it's released. Right. So next, TH and SEA crossplay. So Thailand and Southeast Asia crossplay preparations and adventurers enjoyed the World Conquest War events that happened in the past. These took place during special events. We are currently preparing crossplay servers while you can enjoy all the contents of Black Desert with adventurers from other regions, including Node War and Conquest War. Wow. So looks like this is going to be a big addition. And of course, with the number of players and active guilds that are currently currently active in SA servers, looks like this is going to be their answer to the current decline, the number of players. So having best guilds from each region would be a great addition, and hopefully we'll get to have new alliances as well. But since this is the only information we have right now, we're not sure if we're going to have access to the same regions. And as mentioned here, crossplay will apply to Thailand and Southeast Asia service areas as they have relatively close physical distances. This is something completely new. It will take some time to develop as there are many technical challenges to overcome. Okay. So it's going to be a separate server still, but it's quite possible that they're going to develop certain regions that players from both Thailand and sea regions will be able to access easily. And yeah, from my experience with crossplay services, this is going to be filled with lots of bugs, and hopefully they'll be able to fix those on time. So crystal presets. Oh, this is new. Development of crystal presets. New crystal presets will be updated to Black Desert Global Labs on December 16th. Oh, see this in advance. Once applied, crystals which were traditionally equipped into weapon and armor slots will now be equipped directly into a new dedicated UI, removing the equipment constraints of crystals. Wow. Ah. So does this mean they'll still get broken whenever you get killed during PvP? Additionally, there are additional locked crystal slots that can be seen on the UI shown above and will become available through the Land of the Morning Light. Ah, I see. So most likely these areas or these sections are locked ones, and possibly these content as well. Yes. So for combat, yes, Arena of Solera Season 2. So it looks like it's going to be another schedule for new season for Arena of Solera. It's going to be scheduled on December 28th. So yeah, those of you that really or are continuously participating in Arena of Solera, looks like you need to look into this more closely. So, placement match introductions. The first few matches of a new season will be aimed at placing adventurers in the right rank. Okay, so immediate ranking. So that's nothing new. Depending on how you do in the placement matches, your starting rank will change. So the diversified gear, more gear options will be added to Arena of Solaire. So there will be more variables to consider when entering the arena. A new battlefield, a new arena is being prepared for Arena of Solaire. TP efficiency. Offense is currently more effective than defense. We'll be taking a step-by-step approach to improve defensive efficiency by adding new gear rather than just adjusting bonus defense brackets. So yeah, of course, players are still more focused on more of the AP, more of the offense that is currently being output. So even though if you do have sufficient defense, DP or evasion, depending on your preference for your character's defensive abilities, any character that has high enough offense will surely be able to take down any character with equivalent or high enough defensive abilities. So new monster zones. There are no current plans for new monster zones, as well as staying focused on the Land of the Morning Light. Instead, the Land of the Morning Light will contain extreme difficulty boss fights that will challenge the top tier adventurers. So yeah, again, if you're not familiar with how Black Desert works, most of the monsters found relatively near, well, everywhere near towns, you can easily defeat them once you get to the recommended gear scores. So they won't pose any much problems once you get there. And yeah, hopefully this test also provides us with something more of a challenge that most of us playing the game, actually, including myself, is getting bored with the continuous grinds. So life skill tool alerts. So got that. Fishing byproduct exchange for NPCs, field delivery, and tag characters. Ooh, we will improve the system so that the tag characters can store impaled delivery boxes in storage. However, it is not a simple task and may take some time to develop. All right. Ocean and sailing. So the last update that we had for this one, I think it was about um, early March of this year. It will change so that the sailing XP can be earned in shallow seas. However, those rates will be less efficient than, than the Great Ocean. Bartering in ocean monster zones will also be expanded upon. But unfortunately, I was not able to maximize my chips during the, what do you call this, the high focus with ocean and sailing events, including bartering, of course. Also currently working on a Furia Dreadnought, which can now be a goal for seafaring adventurers. However, as the Ethereum Dreadnought will be a very large and magnificent ship, it cannot be permanently owned. Oh, rather, we are approaching it with the idea that the French can temporarily earn the right to use it by defeating certain monsters or through special barters. Nice. So yeah, not just simply getting the materials, but this may also pose a few problems that we won't know until these are implemented. So yeah, let's see. We're approaching it with the idea can temporarily earn. Oh, yeah. So next, general updates. Cheers for hards and sharps. We'll be removing the cheering animation that activates upon acquisition. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you haven't seen that before, so whenever you get specific items, so hard and sharp black crystal shards, your characters do the cheering animation. So it looks like they'll be removing that one. An add-on or off filter for low HP pulse. Yeah, this effect usually gets or becomes a hindrance usually during, especially for newer players. And if you don't have any potions available, then you won't be able to increase your HP enough above so that the effects, this low HP pulse effect can cool down. So yeah, it's like that's going to be minor, but still a thankful minor addition or minor update. Increased default horse calls. What? Using oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Distance calling will be tripled, increasing from 150 to 150. Okay. But usually don't have any problems with this one because still you have the horse markers on the map. So I don't know. Maybe some players were having difficulties with this one. Switching characters and editing UI on new characters. So yeah. Oh, this is not an addition. So currently there is a limit of level 6 for switching characters and level 10 for editing the UI within a family. If a character already has it, see. So yeah, these are, again, since these are under general updates, so these are minor issues that possibly a lot of players are working against. So yeah, they are taking time to fix quote unquote these issues. Improve guild bonus payments and guild contracts. Maybe just the UI. Oh. To make it easier to pay out guild bonuses, we're creating a dedicated UI for it. So unfortunately, I haven't had experience becoming a guild master for any guilds here. So I don't know how or what is the issue. This one. So hopefully this helps out guild masters even for our guild. Marnie Stone location path improvements. Right? Crown butlers are scary. Petro the Crown face butler strikes fear in the hearts of many. Can I take it? Customer service? Who can replace it? Really? Really? You'd want to replace Pietro's face. Well, then maybe just don't select it. I don't know. We'll be looking to add a toggle function in the future. Okay. So, yeah, looks like there are a few players that need help with this one and are maybe having nightmares about Pietro. So next, more options for Pearl accessories. So Ninja Owl rim glasses will be added next week. We will continue to develop and provide various accessories focusing on certain classes lacking in variety. Right, so wizard posture improvements. Current progress for the posture improvements for wizard. The work is almost complete. Been working on this realization. Very difficult to us to use, so they will be reset. Okay. So having been using the wizard class for almost all of the time I've spent here in Black Desert, I didn't have any issues with that one. So yeah, let's see what are the specific customizations they'll be updating with this one, because they're showing here right now is the Archer and the Nova class. So yeah, I would have hoped that they used the specific characters being mentioned. So next, changes 2023 changes in the new year. Shared silver, all storage and character silver will be shared across the family. Nice. In-game ways to obtain pearl furniture. Ooh. Although not all pearl shop furniture will not be available at the beginning, we're preparing ways to obtain furniture that was only available in the pearl shop. Okay. So for those players out there that like decorating your houses in the game, so it looks like you're going to have a great opportunity that to get pearl shop furnitures without actually paying for them. Let's see. Tsaka to seal renewal, a gold bar box that can earn up to 1.5 billion silver. Item increase scrolls times 30, supreme old wound scrolls, and more will be added to a new Shakato seal. Okay. It will also include Garmoth's horn, an item that can increase the tier of pets obtainable from Garmoth, and a special yellow title, Shining Knight, can be claimed too. Looks like a lot of players will we'll be seeing a lot of players with this new title soon. Changeable items with event, Radiant Shakato seal. So looks like these are the new items that you'll be able to get once the Radiant Shakato seal is been implemented. It's good here. This flower, ooh, something you can look forward to. Sailboat, maybe not. Reply says advice of Vaults 100. Not sure if these rings are new, but they look new to me. Alright, so it looks like the Shining Knight title is going to be the hardest one to get. So Shy's dance movements and other past musical performances. So let's see what's the character going to do with this one. Right then. So for those shy aficionados out there, looks like this one's for you. So give thanks to the developers for this one. Oh, do have another one. Looks like for this one, it's for the other characters, other classes that they're sad they won't be able to dance. They will be able to perform musical pieces. All right. So it looks like this is going to be just for the holiday season. So let's see if this is going to be removed after. Better than nothing. Right, so 2022 Calpheon. But if you want to watch the stream again, you can check out. Oh, okay. Yeah. It looks like I'm going to be watching these streams later after my stream and check out anything that I may have missed. So this is just the double information. Let me just see if there are. Here we go. Yeah, it's just a specific section provided for the Woosa class, so you can read up all information and most likely the history of the characters provided here. Woosa weapon, Swallowtail Fan, Blue Stave. Okay, so that's the name, the weapon. With her fan and butterfly summoning Stave, Woosa hails from the voodoo group of those who temper their body and mind to wield the Do. Do or Do? Stave. Anyway, yeah. Mid to melee range class, deliver quick strikes with her folded fan, or imbue her fan with her Do arts, setting it open for an area effect. Alright. Yeah, just the same information we saw earlier. Yeah. So looks like that's it for the review. So hopefully you were able to learn a few things. So let's see. Oh, this is for the Woosa. Let's see if for notes or comments from the players. Finally, a harp fitting to my size. I joke it, and wow. Yeah. Well, from the information shown, looks like developers are really trying their best, of course, to provide more content for us players and embrace the feedback that are being sent. Of course, most of us, including myself, don't usually send in tickets, but yeah, usually, or we can be hopeful that they are indeed looking into our feedback and we do have something to talk about. And the forums, are, of course, are key. Yeah, so this is going to be a lot of information going to be implemented soon. So let's see if we'll be able to successfully bring in these changes in the future. Right, that's it for our review. Hopefully, we're able to learn something out of it. And for myself, I was able to learn, get insight what I will be needing to prepare for in the future. I do wanted to have or my original plan was to really create a Shy character more on for PvP content, but most likely when the Woosa comes out tomorrow, that's the first character we're going to create. I'm also not sure if um character or yeah, if the new season is going to start tomorrow. Let's see. Because if it is, or if it does, I might check again which character I'm going to create for this one. Didn't have any. So, the rest of the stream, I'm just going to be doing my usual rounds, nothing special. Hopefully, if you guys have anything to share, just leave your comments here on Twitch, or maybe you're in YouTube. Okay? Got the volume again. There we go. Yeah, again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to avoid having grinding sessions if I can, because of course, um, stream stream content or output be not helping me. It really gets very pixelated. And future content for our content for Black Desert, I might be using what do I call this, recordings, and not just simply rely on live stream more, but we can get better looking videos. And hopefully with this review that we did tonight, we'll be able to create more helpful information to new and veteran players alike. Thinking about creating simple guides as well. So similar to what um, other players have been doing. So I like to look into certain certain actions that are very useful for, especially for newer players. So since new and returning players, so there are a lot of changes here in Black Desert that when I returned as well, I really didn't know where to start, even though I do have more than enough resources, especially with silvers that I can use compared to what I did before. Yeah, hopefully I can provide guides, shorter guides, a lot shorter than what we did tonight. So just wanted to do this straight out. I didn't have any talking points. I was just using how I see contents, how we're reading it outright, and sharing the information with you guys. And hopefully, again, in the future, I can make more compact videos and yeah, reserve our live streams for specific content, bigger updates, game updates, especially to these ones. And hopefully, again, in the future, you can share with me your impressions of our the newer content so that we can talk about them in detail. Oh, by the way, let me be clear. I'm not in any way an expert in the game. I'm just sharing what my experiences are and what I understood from the information that's being presented in the forums, in the website rather. Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock, so looks like I was able to correctly guess how long it was going to take for me to complete that um, personal review of the Calpheon ball. So I wasn't able to watch it during the weekends. I had to tend to um, family matters, so nothing big. Just want to spend, of course, my weekends with the family, um, spend time with them, of course. Yeah. Oh, I did see um, an updated video that was posted in the official Black Desert Facebook page. Going to check that out as well before we um, before we head out. So yeah, again, I won't be streaming or showing any action-filled activities starting now, but I will provide videos, shorter videos, of course, that's going to be uploaded to Facebook and YouTube, and hopefully those are going to be entertaining enough for you guys. So since I'm still starting out as a new streamer specific to Twitch, I won't be able to upload anything new until I reach a certain number of followers for that one. Hold on. Let's just bring out the page again and hold on. Search for Black Desert A shown. Let me just share this with you. Is this one? Let's try this one. Try that again. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So with my current experience or level of followers and likers, I don't have access to this one 2160p and 840p. I'm limited to 720. So higher resolution, of course, means better visuals. Yeah, similar to other characters, of course. New classes being introduced is very welcome and something new to play with, of course, in the game. Her attacks are very quick though. Nice. So that kind of reminds me of the land class. The way she jumped through other monsters. Ooh. Nice. Nice. So was there another one? Yeah, this is just a pinned post Let's see here. Anyway, yeah. Um, I guess that would be it for tonight's stream. A little bit shorter. So, yeah, in the future, content for our channels will be somewhat limited in terms of the number of streams that we're going to perform. But I am again hoping on expanding the type of content that we do to more educational, more so entertaining. So I'm still practicing how to deliver this information. So yeah, I've been streaming now for what, almost 3 months continuously. So I started again during October and up until now. But I was already um, streaming before, so mainly focused on Monster Hunter World. So yeah, streaming from all of those time, of course, gave me this confidence in enough that I can talk about what I'm thinking about more effectively, and I want to look at the camera so that you guys can see me. I'm looking at you guys, and yeah, in the future, I'll still fix my setup so that don't just see me facing this way. I also do want to face my screen directly so that I can also uh, play more effectively. Yeah, yeah. That would be it for tonight's stream. Again, very very minimal in terms of gameplay activity, but again, our focus is more on developing another character aside from our main class, which is the wizard. So before I go back to playing the wizard, I do want to experience creating support character first. So that's why our focus is creating a full support defensive build. Not sure. Yeah, most likely DP build, shy class that I can join Conquest Wars. So right now, my idea is provide support to future guildmates. Yeah, most likely I'll be transferring guilds as well soon because the current guild is mainly focused on casual playing. And if I do intend to play or join Node Wars, I need to join warring guilds. And PvP, yeah, that's going to be our first target so that we can share more information that would most probably help out not just myself, but of course other players that would look or would like to play Black Desert. Yeah, again, that would be it. This is Schyfleikz once again. So please do give a like on my Facebook page, follow here or subscribe here on Twitch and YouTube for more videos. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys and see you again next time. Bye-bye.